Hi everyone. Okay, so can anyone tell me if the voice and the video is looking good, or is there any issues on the video? Okay, audible, great. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome to the live reading. So this is the first of two readings that I will be, sorry, this is the first of two live session that I will be doing today. So the next one will be on tonight around 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully I can do that. Okay, so let me just say hi to everyone. Hi Mindy, hi Ruth, hi Nate, hi Srishti, hi Priyanka. Okay, hi everyone, hi Sunrise. Okay, I hope everyone is doing good with this Mercury retrograde energy has been quite intense this month, I would say. Okay, let's start with Nate. Okay, before I start the reading, for those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you so much for joining in for the live reading. As usual, I am going by the donation first. So for those of you who have donated, I'll do yours, and then after that, I'll go by the free reading. And the free reading, there is no list. I'm just going by, like the chat. So please, as much as you can, do not spam. Otherwise, it's going to just disturb the flow of the live reading. And for those of you who are not yet subscribed, I would really appreciate if you can do subscribe as well. Okay, let's start with Nate. What is W current energy towards N? Okay, so let's see. Is there a third party situation here, Nate? This third party situation could be another person. This could also be talking about toxic friend, toxic family members, basically like some sort of like a toxic energy. There might be, I won't say blocking, but at least serving as a challenge, I would say here. Yeah, okay, karmic partner. Okay, so right. Because I'm getting a little bit of conflicted energy coming up here, in a sense that this person, they're actually feeling a little bit conflict within themselves, and especially regarding this third party situation or this karmic partner that they're currently with at this point of time. And then I've also got taking steps energy coming up here. So there is definitely like a progress, I would say, coming up from them. It's just that they might be moving in a little bit of slow pace. So at least the movement or the energy that I'm getting coming up here, the progress that I'm getting coming up from them is a little bit of slow moving or gradual process and gradual moving energy is what I'm getting here. And then I've also got the communication blockage with I'm sorry for hurting you. So honestly, they actually feel bad, and this is also the reason why I'm getting this conflicted energy coming up from them. They're actually thinking and reminiscing in the past about how things had went down between both of you, especially with this Mercury retrograde energy. There is a lot of, memories from the past coming to them. So there is definitely like a very strong guilty and regretful energy is what I'm getting. It's just that because of this no communication, or at least like the communication energy might not really be going on too well between both of you. This is what making them unable to express themselves quite openly. This is what making them unable to express to you that how much they regretted everything, how much that they're sorry for hurting you, so that kind of energy is what I'm getting here. Now I've got legal system and legal issue. This could be talking about legality, some sort of like a legal issue surrounding themselves. This could also be talking about the justice energy that they're going to get, which is like the justice from this third party situation, or the justice of this third party situation here. Now I've also got increased energy coming up. There is a lot more journey to come between N and W here. It's just that, like I said before, the time, or at least both of them here, N and W, is currently in a position where they have to walk their own individual path. They have to walk their own individual journey. It may seem at this point of time as if there is no way both of this person is going to reconnect again, or both of this person is going to like meet up halfway, but eventually they will. It's just that at this point of time here, it may seem that things are not working too well, but W here, this person is actually really, really conflicted within themselves. They're starting to have awakening, I would say. Here it's just that this awakening energy, there is also a little bit of resistance coming out from them. So that's what I've got. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the Eight of Swords energy coming up here. They feel that they are trapped, but they are not exactly trapped because of this, like I said, this third party situation. I'm getting a very strong, I won't say negative energy or toxic energy. In a way, yes, it's more of like a lot of manipulation, as well as they are thinking within themselves here that they are stuck, but it's more of like their mindset, their mind, I would say, here is being clouded. I hope that makes sense. Makes sense here, Neat. So this is like the main struggle or the main challenge coming up. Yeah, they are definitely progressing. It's just that the battle that they have to go through here, it's just that they are moving in a little bit of slow phase, I would say here. So patience is definitely needed here as well. But they're definitely changing. I've got the Six of Swords energy coming up here. Time frame. I've got the Lover's energy coming up here. The number 6 coming up quite significantly here as well. 6 and 7 coming up quite significantly. So I feel like this month, because we have a Mercury retrograde, so I'm not sure if you may see much progress, but I feel like the month of July is going to be quite significant. So 6 to 7 weeks from now, I would say here, Nate. So I hope it resonates and it does make sense. So let me know if there is anything that you don't understand or would like to have clarification. And thank you so much for those of you who have donated. I've received that. Put down the name. Oh, I saw Sunrise already put that as well. Okay, so Ruth. Okay, he's not very communicative this day, and what is next moves towards you? Okay, so because of this Mercury retrograde, I mean, this month itself, I've been telling this to quite many people as well. This month has been quite intense, I would say here. So before I get to Ruth's reading, so I'm just going to share. Yeah, this month has been quite intense, especially I would say here the last week itself, because we had eclipse, we had new moon, and then also Mercury retrograde. I don't know. I've been talking to quite a few people this month, and many of them have told me that this Mercury retrograde is quite different from the previous one. Like the energy has been more intense lately, so it's quite normal to be like the communication is being affected as usual with the Mercury retrograde, but yeah, the intensity, the anxiety, the frustration, it can be quite at least a little bit higher this time. But try to not worry or try to not like be stressful about that. It's just going to be a temporary one. So Ruth, he's not communicated this day. Okay, what is Okay, so the first thing that I've got coming up from him here is that Ruth, the reason why they might not be too communicative apart from the energy itself is a little bit intense. I've got family issue, and then I've also got the Seven of Cups and the Hermit energy coming up here. So there is something going on with them on a personal level. Could also be talking about either this is the family, even though I've got the family here, I'm also getting work related situation or something on their personal life. I would say here, Ruth, that they're kind of like all over the place. How do I say it here? Like what I'm getting, like the first thing that I picked up coming up from them here is that there is a lot of things that they're trying to control, or there are a lot of things that they're trying to settle in. So their mind is all over the place, is what I'm getting here. So many confusion and so many things that they need to settle with. So even though I've got a family here, I'm also getting work situation or at least career or financial related situation coming up. So there is something going on, and at the personal level is what I'm getting here, which is what affecting the communication between both of you. And I've also got the hermit energy coming up here. Being being in a hermit mode, or kind of like closing themselves from the outside world. So that's the first thing that I've got here. And then I've also got the back and forth energy. Like I said, a lot of confusion energy is what I'm getting here, and a little bit of ungrounded energy is what I'm getting. As for what is the next move or what is going to happen next year, the first thing that I've got here is that with this great achievement energy and the commitment, like I said before in the previous reading, there's definitely going to be a commitment coming up for both of you. But the next thing, like directly the next thing that is going to happen here is that I'm getting a face-to-face meeting, and could possibly I'm getting like a dinner situation here, but this can be dinner or lunch, but like meeting up face to face, like a dating energy, like going out for a cup of coffee. And what I'm getting is that he will be the one who asks you out. So there's definitely like both of you going out. So this is like the directly next energy here. And then for the future here, I've got the commitment energy coming up here with the Four of Wands energy coming up here as well. So there's definitely going to be a committed relationship coming up between both of you. And this card just flipped out, the King of Pentacles. Quite a good energy, because with this King of Pentacles here, I do see there is a progress, or at least I do see there is a change coming out from him in a positive way, I would say here. Like previously, if I remember the reading that I did for you, even though I still got the back and forth energy, the ungrounded energy, but this is not this is not him being unsure about whether he wants to be with you, but this is more of him like trying to settle everything on his personal life, like a family, a work related situation in that way. But with this King of Pentacles energy coming up, is that he's more grounded within himself, or at least he's more grounded with his feelings. And then I've also got the emotional healing coming up. Yeah, so there's definitely like healing and progress coming up from him. And then I've also got deserving energy here, like I said before. The energy itself for the collective is quite intense. So don't think or don't let it make you feel that like there is something wrong, or like you are not supposed I mean like there is something wrong with you or things like that here. So try to not think in that way, is what I'm getting. And then I've also got the number 5 coming up here. So within the next 5 days to 5 weeks, I don't think it's going to take 5 months. Yeah, next 5 days to maximum 5 weeks, I would say. Today is 15th. Yeah, today is 15th. So the next 5 days will be on 20th of June, and the last Mercury retrograde is on 22nd. So yeah, around that week is what I'm getting. You will see some communication and progress coming up here, Ruth. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope it resonates. Let me know if there is anything that you don't understand or would like to have clarification. Okay, so Maggie, if you are here, let me just. Okay, Maggie. What's coming next in your love life? Just to clarify, Maggie, if you're single or dating someone, or like wanting to see any progress. I mean, like if you have someone in your mind, or just like completely single, want to see what's coming up for you. Thank you, Ruth. Oh, okay. So you want me to check like a completely new energy coming up to you? I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you want me to check any possible reconciliation, or just like a new energy? And if you just broke up during this Mercury retrograde, there is a very high chance that the reconciliation is going to happen, because whatever happened during this Mercury retrograde, it's not going to be permanent. It's just going to be a temporary one. That's usually how the retrograde energy works. So let's see. It's quite interesting because, okay. All right, so it's quite interesting because I've got new and supportive connections coming up here, and then I've also got true love energy. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a coming back. Yeah, I don't think that this breakup is going to last. That's one thing that I've got. And then I've also got, there is a very, very high possibility of you meeting up a new person as well here. Maggie. So I've got two major energy. But before I get to that, one thing that I want to say here is that I've got this two energy coming up here: consciousness of like and playing it safe. So deep down subconsciously here, even if you may not realize it now, this particular energy here, this two specific energy here, is that I won't say talking about insecurity, but not feeling good within yourself, in a sense that you might be blaming up yourself subconsciously. You might be thinking that, okay, maybe I should have done this, I should have done that, like I could have changed it this way. In a way, if you keep on going in this case, you may come to a point where you could even be like self-blaming yourself. You might be thinking that, okay, you're not good enough, you don't deserve this, you always like attract a negative energy and all of those stuff here. So this is something that you need to address it, because like you said, it's just like a 2 days ago, the energy is still new, and this is where you need to start also addressing any negative thought, any negative mindset, or even like any negative thought in a way that you are blaming up yourself. So this is something that I've got coming up here. I've got a creative endeavor coming up for you, and then I've also got taking steps. So baby steps energy, like try to not rush into anything. I'm getting a very strong true love energy coming up for you here. So you're definitely going to get the love. You're definitely going to get the family, the life, the love life in your love life specifically here. I'm getting that you're definitely going to get that. At the same time, there is also a new connection coming up here. So even though I do get there is a reconciliation, but majoritarily at this point of time here, I'm getting there is going to be a new connection, a new person coming up to your life as well. So that's what I've got here. Try to not overly blame yourself and overly stress and overly getting frustrated about that. Yeah, a new beginning energy coming up here. I'm also getting a sexual energy coming up for you here as well, Maggie. So you may find someone that, like for example, like one night stand, just like having fun. If you want to do that, that's okay, but just make sure that you're not doing it to hurt yourself, if that makes sense, like, because some people are just not ready for a relationship, or just not ready for, like a one night stand, and then they kind of like forcing themselves and they're regretting it later. So make sure you don't do that. But I do get a new beginning coming up here, and I'm also getting a very sexual energy coming up here as well for you. And I'm also getting a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Someone with a very strong air sign will be entering your life. And then I've also got the Six of Pentacles, which is basically talking about balance energy. So you definitely get the balance aspect onto your life. And overall energy I'm getting here is that successful and victorious outcome. For the time frame, I've got the number 10 coming up here. 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months. I would say the month of October could be quite significant for you as well. Oh, he's a Libra. So yeah, this is the reconciliation energy then. I'm getting an air sign coming up here, and then there's also a new connection coming up for you. So you have a choice. I do feel like the reconciliation is going to happen first, and then down the line you may also like be meeting up a new person. It's just that at the same time I'm also getting a sexual energy. So just that, if you're okay with that, by all means go ahead, but just like don't force yourself, is what I'm getting here, Maggie. So yeah, that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, Mindy. Okay, Mindy, what you can tell me about your current relationship? Okay, so let's see. Okay, Mindy. You're welcome, Maggie. So, Mindy, what is going on with her current relationship? Okay, so Mindy, I've got commitment, I've got behind a mask, I've got stock energy, I've got present power. And then the overall energy that I've got coming up here is healing and transformation. So when I've picked up, like while I was shuffling, I'm getting two major energy here is that between you and your person here, Mindy, there is an energy gap in a sense that the way that I sense it, you are coming up from a high level vibration here than your partner. I don't mean that your partner is a bad person, or I don't mean that your partner is a lower vibration energy. Not in that way, but there's definitely like an energy gap coming up here between both of you. In a sense that you may find yourself, or at least like you may find like the discrepancy or like the differences coming up here. And then I've also got commitment coming up for you here as well. So honestly, this relationship is good in a sense that I don't see any specific of a negative energy or like specific of how do I say it here, like a manipulative or deception kind of energy, not in that way. But the major challenge that I'm getting coming up for this relationship here is that I've got stock energy and then I've got behind the mask here. So within behind the mask energy is more of them not really open, or not really open of themselves, not really open of the emotion. So your partner may have difficulties on expressing themselves, may have difficulties on just expressing their emotion, which is why making both of you can be in this stuck energy. This is also why I've got the healing light and the transformation here. So this is something that both of you need to go through here, especially your partner, I would say here mainly. So being open to the changes, being open to the healing, and like addressing the reason why they have these difficulties, or why they are not comfortable about opening up themselves, about opening up their feelings here. So this is the main challenge I'm getting here. And then I've also got the present power. Now the present power itself here, I feel like it's more of your energy, in a sense that because of this challenges, I would say it's not really like a major issue, just like some challenges which both of you can definitely work things out, both of you can definitely work together, and like and working on this relationship and healing this relationship, because I've also got commitment energy coming up here. I think one major thing here is that with this present power energy is that try to do not let your emotion directly control you. Do not let your emotion like control you and triggering the fear or triggering any anxiety or anything from the past, like triggering the depression or just like triggering any negative feeling. This is what I'm getting. As for the love, as for the emotional feeling I've got for both of you, there is definitely like a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion coming up here, Mindy. And then once again, I've got the healing energy, the star energy. So the main focus that both of you need to do at this point of time here is that going through this healing, letting go any, do not keep on carrying the baggages that 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 are not yours. That's what I'm getting. And then I've got the full energy coming up here, taking up the leap of faith. Let me pull a time frame. I've got the number 4 coming up here. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months from now could be quite significant for you, Mindy. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I hope it resonates. And let's see, Amanda. So Amanda, if you are here, okay. Can you tell me anything about any information on a job coming in? Okay, so let's see. So I've got the number 7 coming up quite significantly here for you, Amanda. So 7 days to the month of July can be quite significant, or beginning of July. Honestly, I'm getting a very strong summer energy coming up for you here. So you will definitely be getting a job within this summer season is what I'm getting. And the center energy that I've got coming up here, I've got the Six of Wands energy coming up for you here, Amanda. So this is basically talking about a victorious outcome. So this job searching energy, I mean, like your yeah, regarding your job, you're definitely going to be victorious on that. So I've also got the Ten of Cups energy coming up here. Honestly, the first thing that I've got here is they're related to a family or related to a children. So this could be the job that you will be doing, something related to a children now, because with this children energy, this can be many things, like you could be like working with a children or related to a children, could also be something that your childhood dream, I would say here. But whatever the energy I'm getting here is that with this Ten of Cups energy here, this job is definitely going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. So this is something that you've been wanting to do. It's just that how do I say, yeah, like this is like your dream job, I would say here, giving you that emotional satisfaction, giving you that emotional fulfillment. I keep getting the number 7 coming up quite significantly here. So the month of July can be quite significant for you, and 7 days from now is also the Mercury retrograde comes to end, the 22nd of June. You could also seeing things from that as well. I've got the Magician energy and the Fool energy coming up here. Your manifestation of this job is definitely working. You're definitely going to hear something pretty much really soon, I would say here. The soonest I'm getting here is, like I said, the number 7 is coming up quite significantly here. And with this full energy that I'm getting coming up for you here, this is basically talking about taking up that leap of faith, towards this new job. So let me just check on the energy as well. Yeah, I've got milestone coming up here, and then I've also got angels of four direction. So you are definitely going to get this job by the month of by July, I would say here. By soon as, I would say, 7 days from now, but July energy is coming up quite significantly here. With this milestone, not only this job is your dream job, but I feel like the position that you're going to be at here, it's with her like a high level position, I would say. So when you get this job, it's not going to be like an entry level position, it's going to be like a high level position is what I'm getting here. I've also got the courage with these angels of four direction energy. This is basically talking about the angels, God universe is actually on your side. You will, I mean, like the divine energy is definitely on your side, is what I'm getting here. So let me know if you have any other clarification that you have. You're welcome, Mindy, and yeah, you're welcome, Amanda. Thank you so much for your donation and being patient. So, Michelle, how does how does Lee feel about me? Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm getting quite a positive energy coming up here. For Lee and you, Michelle, I've got patience and strength. I've got I wish I could talk to you right now, and then I've got you mean the world. You mean the world to me. I wish I could talk to you right now. Patience and strength. I've also got I see my future with you. Ask or look for signs, and then I've got I'm sorry for hurting you. With the overall message that I've got here is childhood trauma. So first thing that I've got coming up here is that there is a difficulties that they have within themselves, especially on expressing themselves. So they may have some issue, I would say here, on expressing themselves and on expressing their emotion, in a sense that they want to tell you how they feel about you, but something is stopping them or something is blocking them. Could be the trauma. I've got the childhood trauma here. Could also be a little bit of ego based energy or stubbornness is what I'm getting here. And then I've also got the commitment energy coming up here as well. So they do want to have a committed relationship with you, but at the same time, for them to come towards you and just to expressing themselves here is something that they are struggling with at this point of time, is what I'm getting. I've also got the teacher energy coming up here. So the reason why both of you are being brought up together, that's definitely like a very strong soul connection. That's the first thing that I've got. And this soul connection here is that to be guiding both of you here towards the healing journey, to be guiding both of you here towards a place where both of you can be more stable on an individual level, especially this person. They can be more stable on an individual level and healing all of this childhood trauma or pain or this stubbornness energy within themselves here. And then let's just pull out the energy. Yeah, I've got travel and then I've got a conscious. Yeah, there is definitely a soul connection. I've got a soulmate connection coming up between both of you here, and not only that, this is also talking about a past life connection. So both of you have been together in more than one past life. Basically, like before this lifetime, both of you were together as well. So that could be the reason why there is this strong sense of familiarity. And then I've also got the travel energy coming up. If there is a distance between both of you, and I'm talking about physical distance, I mean like physical distance or emotional distance, but I'm talking about the distance between both of you here with this travel energy. Either both of you are going to have that face-to-face meeting, like just meeting each other here, and if both of you are not having a distance between each other here, this travel energy could also be talking about that heart to heart conversation, basically having that conversation between both of you is what I'm getting here. I've also got a consciousness of like, so I feel like this is more of their energy coming in here, in a sense that a little bit of insecurity, but again I'm also getting this trauma energy coming up here. So I feel like this is something that they're struggling with at this point of time. The trauma, stubbornness, and all of this thing coming in together here to making them feel that they're not good enough, or making them feel that, okay, like I have these weaknesses, I have this, I have that, so I'm just kind of like going to be holding on, holding off at the moment. So that energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Let me see the future. Wow, I've got the lover. So there is definitely a very, very strong soul connection between both of you, I would say here, especially with this the kinder partnership and the lover's energy that I'm getting here. There is a soul connection, and then I've also got the hermit energy coming up here. The communication might be affected here and there at this point of time, but please do not worry and do not be stressful because of that, because I do see an improvement. It's just like going to be like a little bit of temporary energy here. Overall energy I'm getting coming up here is that a victorious outcome and a positive outcome coming up for both of you. Let me pull a time frame. Okay, so I've got the number 2 coming up here. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months from now can be quite significant. So those are the time frames that I've got coming up for you. Let me know if there is anything that you don't understand or would like to have any clarification. You're welcome, Michelle, and thank you so much for your donation as well. Okay, Amelia, I got yours. Why is he still not communicating? Okay, so let's see on Amelia. Okay, I'm getting I won't say a mixed up energy, but I'm getting both of your energy coming up quite strongly here, Amelia. Okay, first thing that I want to tell you here is that I do understand how you feel, the frustration, the anxiety on, and how do I say it here? I cannot put it into words. Like first thing that I want to tell you here is that you did not do anything wrong. So I just like want to tell you that here. And then the center energy that I've got coming up for you here is the optimism energy. The communication is definitely going to pick up between both of you. This is definitely not the end. I'm getting the communication is definitely going to come back again, going to pick up. Now the first thing that I've got coming up from him here is that with this stuck energy and the two of wands here, these two energies talking about stuck energy. So he is actually feeling stuck. I'm getting a very strong stuck energy coming up here. And then I've also got victim mentality. For some reason I'm getting himself, or I'm sensing himself here in a very strong self-blaming mode. I've also got the devil energy coming up here. This, how do I say it here? There might be something happen for some, not you. I mean, like, this is not your energy, and I mean, like, not related to your energy. So, specifically here for him, there is someone surrounding his life or surrounding his circle here. Could be his friend, could be his family member, could also be the ex. I'm getting here with this victim mentality and the devil energy coming up here. They might be telling negative things to him in a sense that they might be, I don't know how to say it. It's like they intentionally telling him that he's worthless, he's like very strong negative energy here, I would say. So this is what making him to feel stuck. There is a lot of conflicts energy is what I'm getting surrounding himself as well. And with this Mercury retrograde energy, it's also like quite intense energy. But within himself here, there is a lot of I won't say deception. There is a lot of manipulative thought that has been planted to him, in a sense that there might be people telling him negative things about himself, and he's starting to believe onto that, or he's starting to think, okay, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I don't deserve this, maybe I'm actually like a negative being, like those particular thought is what I'm getting. So as much as he's trying to fight off all of those thought here. This is why I've got the stuck energy coming up here. He's definitely like trying to fight all of those. Sorry, he's definitely like trying to like not really pay much attention onto that, which I've got the Four of Cups energy coming up here. So the phase that he's going through, or the phase that he is at this point of time here, is definitely like a little bit confusing and conflicted energy is what I'm getting here, because of this intense energy that we have this month, the Mercury retrograde. This is also what kind of pushing him behind, in a sense that as much as he wants to progress, because of this negative thought, because of this negative thinking, he might be thinking like, okay, maybe I'm the one who's actually at fault. So those victim mentality energy is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've also got the loving man energy with the Four of Wands. and the death energy coming up. Yeah, increase, like I said before, the communication is going to pick up. Please do not worry about the communication. You will see him communicating with you again. Like he will definitely like reaches out towards you again. I've got the increased communication, optimism. So I do understand here. So this is what I mean in the beginning of the reading. I'm getting both of your energy kind of like mingling up towards each other. I do feel like you have been getting more of his energy for you to be a little bit frustrated, for you to little bit stressful, I would say here, or just like kind of like, what is going on here? What should I do? Like, what is the next step that I need to be thinking? You have been you have been picking up his energy more strongly here. So that's what I've got. Let me pull a time frame. I've got the number three coming up here. I've got the lover's energy coming up here as well. Before this month end, you're definitely going to communicate with him. I've got the number three here. So three 3 days, 3 weeks seems to be like too far. I would say 3 days to before this month end. Like before this month end, there's definitely going to be a communication coming up for you here. Coming up, the communication is going to pick up between both of you here. I mean, Amelia. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Let me know if anything that you don't understand. Okay, so yeah, I told you about that last week, right? This energy is quite intense, so don't really think that as a completely, how do I say it? Here, this is definitely not the end. And with his friends blocking you on Facebook or removing you on Facebook because of the energy that has been intense, it can happen that way. But don't think it as it like the end or like completion of thing. The communication is definitely going to pick up between both of you here, Amelia. Okay, let's see of the free reading. Going through the free reading. Okay, Judy, how soon will you be finishing your Dark Knight of this? So I've got the number two coming up here. I've got the number two coming up for you here. So I would say within the next 2 days to 2 weeks. I feel like 2 weeks can be 2 weeks is the most possible time. So around the next 2 weeks, I will say here, Judy. You're welcome, Amelia. So, okay, for those of you who are waiting for the free reading, can you please post your question so it's easier for me to go through it? Okay, so hi Bella, I'm good. How are you doing? Let me see. Hershey Ray. Why is he still not in communication? Let's see. I've got the Four of Pentacles here, Hershey, with the Knight of Cups. So the communication is going to happen. With this Four of Pentacles energy coming up, we are feeling a little bit closed off within themselves, is what I'm getting here. So I feel like they are just holding out on the communication, which eventually they're going to open up here. I would say let's wait until this Mercury retrograde energy comes to end because the communication can be a little bit affected, but it's definitely going to happen. They're just kind of like holding back themselves, is what I'm getting here. Amani, when should you visit San Antonio, Texas? Okay, so I've got the number 3 coming up here. 3 weeks from now could be, yeah, 3 months can be a little bit too. If I would say 3 weeks from now, which is going to be around July, right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, later part of July. Mm, Simi, what is JRM? True feelings. So let's see. Simi. Okay, so I've got the time is not right for us, and then I've got yes coming up here. I do feel like this person do want to be with you or do have feeling towards you here, but something tells me that at this time, like I'm talking about the present time here, it's not right for both of you to be together, or at least there is some sort of like a conflict or like challenges between both of you at this point of time, is what I'm getting here. Simi. Okay. Is that the only free question? I see Bella and then I see Mama Lina. That is the only two free questions that I'm getting. So Bella. Okay, when is the communication will happen between you and the Capricorn? I've got the number 4 coming up here. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months from now is the most possible time frame. Bella. What will happen to you and your person relationship? Mama Lina. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so I've got the Six of Swords coming up here for you, Mama Lina. So I feel like with this energy, things are definitely going to be moving forward into a much more stable, into a much more calmer situation. So whatever situation that is currently you and your person are currently going through in this relationship, any misunderstanding, any like a disagreement or something like that, is gradually going to be okay. Priyanka, what is the current energy of S towards you? Okay, so I've got the Nine of Cups energy coming up. Yeah, I've also got the Devil energy. So I feel like they are more on to like trying to balancing up themselves. With this Devil energy here is that they might the ego energy, or like the negative, the toxic energy of themselves, the ego, the stubbornness, selfish energy, and all of those stuff. Yeah, this is, and I've also got the Nine of Cups energy, which is talking about the feelings, the emotional feelings that they have for you here. So they're trying to be, like trying to maintain the balance onto that is what I'm getting here. Priyanka. So. mm, So now you're feeling the Virgo is your twin flame. Are you right? So let's say is the Virgo. I've got the high priest energy coming up here. So this is basically talking about your intuition. You have a very strong intuition, and I would say yes, your intuition is right. Um, Jerica, what is Jared's next action towards you? So let's see, what is Jared's next action towards Jerica? Okay, I've got the Three of Pentacles energy coming up here. So I've got communication coming up here, and then I've also got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a little bit of slow moving energy, so you may find the communication, at least like the next direct uh, action will be the communication, but I feel like it may take a little bit some time for that to happen. So, Coco Channel. Will my husband from a different country? Will your husband will from a different country? So let's see. I've got the King of Pentacles energy. Honestly, I'm not getting a distance coming up here, so probably not. Will what's the name here? Taha Kaik. Okay, will the ex-Taurus reconcile with you? Let's see, will there be a reconciliation? I've got the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles at this point of time here. I'm not really getting a strong reconciliation at this point of time because I'm getting that they just want to be, I won't say single, but they just want to be themselves at this point of time. So I'm not really getting a reconciliation energy strongly at this time. It may take a longer, but I'm really not getting that strongly at this time, Taha. I'm sorry about that. Kira, are T and J dating? Are T and J dating? I would say yes. I've got the Ten of Pentacles coming up here. There is a relationship between both of them. I can't pronounce your name here. Mia. Okay, Argo here. Is your dad with you? I'm not doing mediumship at this time, so I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so Shane. Shane O'Hara. Does CE wants to reach out? Does CE want to reach out? Okay. Yeah, directly I've got a yes coming up here, Shane. Yeah. This person do want to reach out. I've also got the death energy, a new beginning. So yeah, definitely there is a very strong reaching out energy coming up here. So shy Ross, is your marriage falling apart? I'm not getting that honestly. I've got the Hierophant energy, which is the marriage energy here. So I feel like your marriage is doing good. I don't see any issue on the marriage at all here. Um, Marie XO, on did Oscar give up on our connection? Okay, so did Oscar give up on that connection? I won't say that they gave up on the connection. Honestly, it's just that I'm getting that they needed some time off at this time. So I do feel like it's really important for you to give them the space. Try to not bug them for the communication. I would say I've got the Eight of Cups energy coming up here, so like walking away from things. So they kind of like just needed some time for themselves. So it's more of like they wanted time for themselves, I would say here. Okay, so I don't see any of your question again, Anita Abdul. Do they have feelings? Cancer. Do they have any feelings? Do you? I've got the full energy coming up. Yeah, they do have feelings for you. It's just like they are not ready to take that leap of faith towards you at this point of time, Anita. But they do have feelings. GS, is your honey jar still useful if I work on it again? See, when it comes into a honey jar or like crystal grid or something like that, if you feel like it's working, you can definitely use it again. There is no how do I say it here? There is no a certain time frame for that. Shristi, how is Y feeling about you? You have got the contact. So I've got be grounded in faith, and then I've got the time is not right for us. So I feel like they are more onto like letting things be at this point of time. I would say history just like to see how things are moving forward. So they do want to give you the time and just like see how things moving forward from now. Mm, Sunrise. Does the Aries want to be with you and love you? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I would say yes. I've got the Six of Cups energy coming up here. They do want to be with you. Mm, I think that's it. I've got Marian L. Okay, I can't pronounce your name. I'm just going to say your last name. Go here. Will your friend message you again? So let's see on that. I've got the Three of Wands here. Yes, they will be definitely messaging you again. I do see they are coming back to message you. Okay, I think I've answered all the free reading question. Okay, Nala, my person is Rajesh. Okay, do they love you or not? I've got the sun energy coming up here with the Page of Pentacles. I would say yes, they do. Okay, so that's it for the free reading. I think I've done it all. I'm going to end this live stream and then I may come in. I will try to come in later on tonight and then let's see on Sunday how it goes. And yeah, Malapale, please send me a question. Okay, what lies ahead of Gemini and you? Will both of you live together? Will Gemini and yes, I've got optimism coming up. Yes, so it's basically talking about to have that optimistic energy. I would say here, Malapale, like you're basically being advised to have that optimistic energy. That yes, both of you are definitely going to be living together. I've got the sacred temple as well coming up here. So the connection or the energy between both of you here is definitely quite sacred. And then I've also got transformation with the courage energy coming up. So this is the challenge, or yeah, I think I would say this is the challenge here, because with this transformation energy and the courage energy, it's more of like having that courage, having that how do I say it here? Having that understanding that fear is an illusion. So courage is more of like, okay, like I know what are the, I know, I do understand I have this fear within myself, but how do I say, like courage is basically like for the Gemini to like for both of you, I would say here, for both of you to be putting up that first step moving forward, those energies what I'm getting coming up here. But yes, both of you are definitely going to be living out together. I've got the Two of Cups energy coming up here as well, so another soul connection between both of you. Be optimistic, things are definitely going to be working out for both of you here. I'm getting also a very strong new beginning energy. It's just that I've also got marriage coming up here as well with the Hierophant energy here. So yeah, that's definitely going to be, both of you are definitely going to be living together here. It's just that the main issue at this point of time here is that the lack of courage, or yeah, the lack of courage, I would say here, that is the main thing that I've got. And then for the time frame, I've got the number 7 coming up here. July is coming up quite significantly here. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months energy is coming up quite significantly here. So yeah, that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for moderating. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm going to end up the live reading. I'll come back tonight around 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then hopefully the next one will be on Sunday. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, 7 again. Okay, I'll see you guys later. And have a good day. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye, everyone.